Welcome back to the exclusive interview of Mr. Joseph. I have the CEO of Punch TV.
Yeah.
His name, like I said, Mr. Joseph Collins. Welcome, Mr. Joseph Collins.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome to Houston.
I love Houston.
You love Houston?
I do.
Compared to California?
It's the traffic's a little different because here you kind of go this way and that way at the same time. But other than that, I love it. The people, the food, everything. I always enjoy myself when I'm here in Houston.
Oh, great. Have you tried African food?
Yeah, somebody brought African food to the office. I'm not gonna say who. Oh boy, it was hot. It was really hot. It was really hot. Spicy, very spicy.
Okay.
But I loved it.
Okay, I would like you to introduce yourself formally to Houston and to our viewer out there. They want to get to know who you are and what you do.
So what do you want me to say? Tell me what to say.
I mean, formally.
Well, no, I'm Joseph Collins. I'm the CEO of Punch TV Studios. We are an amazing television company, an amazing media company. We reach about 26 million homes every day. We have TV stations in Los Angeles and in Houston, Texas, in Beaumont, Texas, in Pensacola, Florida, Jacksonville, Florida, in Wichita, Kansas, and so we are just like growing our television network, part of our business. We are just an amazing media company. My goal is to make movies and tell stories about people's lives that would ordinarily never be told. You know, I'd love to do the Buki story. You know, and really just really try to inspire people through the use of film and through the use of media, through the use of television. And to me, that's just like so important. Yeah,
like you said, in this industry, it takes a lot.
It's a tough job, you know. Like, we recently completed a stock offering in our company, so we raised a lot of money. And then we're now preparing for a global stock offering to raise $500 million.
Before you go there,
okay.
I believe my viewers out there all over the world, because we are on Facebook Live.
Hey, Facebook Live.
Yeah, I believe my viewers out there would like to know how you started. What motivated you to go into this TV career precisely?
I love television. I love everything about TV. I love media. And I always have since I was a kid, watching shows like, it's probably before your time, The Addams Family, Speed Racer, Kimba, and watching those shows. And I just always thought I could do better. I always thought I could produce a better type of show and a better type of, better types of movies and things that were on television. And I just always wanted to be in film and be in television.
Oh, great. I personally did I Googled you and I checked. I noticed growing up, you wanted to have you went into music industry.
I love music. I love, every movie and stuff has music in it, right? So you have that, every show has music, every TV show has music. And I love music. I've done a lot of music.
Tons. And what does cash box means?
Well, cash box back in the day, we grew up before there was internet.
Right.
So, before there were cell phones and before all this. So Cashbox back in the day was a service where if you had a music video out and you wanted to know that if it was a good video or not, I had a music video show, which was before MTV, before BET.
Wow.
I had a music video show that was on called Video Force, and Video Force reported to Cashbox, which is how a lot of the celebrities began to get famous, because the more points you had on Cashbox, the more famous you would be, and then other stations would possibly carry your, because back then they didn't play rap music on television. So when we had some of the first rappers and some of the things, they didn't play black artists on television back then. So if you were a black artist and you had a music video, the chances of you getting played were almost slim to none. So a lot of them came to us, and then we helped them promote we helped them promote their music video, and I reported it to Cashbox, and I got other people behind them and helped make them stars.
And also, during that process, there was nothing like cable.
No, cable was in its early days.
Okay.
Cable was in its early days, and had I known more about broadcasting, I probably would have started trying to form a cable channel instead of doing a television show.
Right.
But cable was in its early days then, so you had, back then you had Adelphia Cable, and you had all this. There was no Time Warner, of course. There was no Spectrum. There was none of those companies that even existed then. It was all cable was all segmented,
so
all over the place.
Now that you have a TV station, Punch TV, you were able to create an alliance between you and cable companies. How are you able to do that?
That's an intricate process. That's just pure moxie. When we started the TV network, I actually had to go out and hook up the TV stations myself.
Oh.
So I would be out, and people think, like, when you see TV in home, you think it's all this glitz and glamour, but when you're actually out at the transmission centers, they're like in these really weird, scary places. Like, you could shoot a horror movie at a TV transmission center.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. And they're back in the woods, way back in the, and I actually went and hooked up our stations myself and a buddy of mine. We actually would go and hook up stations myself. Sometimes by myself, I'd go hook up a station.
Right.
And that's kind of how we started. Working to get our affiliates all across the country.
Right. That's beautiful. That's a great achievement.
Yeah, I thought it was, but at the time, it was crazy.
It's crazy. And now, I mean, you're able to show Punch TV on major cable stations in California.
That's true. In Southern California, we're on everything. We're on DirecTV, we're on Dish Network, we're on Spectrum, we're on AT&T Uverse. We're on all of these different channels, and I think that's it's a great way to grow a company, and that's what we're doing. We're growing Punch.
Great. We're not going to take much of your time. Before we continue, I don't want to tell you guys everything. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
We have come so far, and we are persistently on the move. We grow courageously, positively, and elegantly, for we are the compassionate ones. We love, we share, we give. We are the motivated ones. We care, we teach, we live as the stars in our skies, are radiantly colorful as we aspire. We are one as we celebrate our forefathers, our forthcoming generations, and celebrities in all industries. The beauty, the fashion, we share the news, upcoming events, talk shows, and we inspire ourselves every day and forever. All of us are gifts to each other, and we give a gift that keeps on giving kindness. We share the joy of love, happiness, and we live our lives as it's never ending. Your voice is our voice. We are all interwoven through nature. You are me and I am you. www.ogenebuki.com. Exploding in thoughts.
Welcome back. Like I said, my name is Buki Downsy. I have with me the CEO of Punch TV Studios, Hollywood, California.
Yeah.
And I don't really like to say this. He is a very humble man. I've met with him one-on-one. And for those of you that are just joining us, you're going to enjoy this. I believe this. One of the things that I know from the successful owner of a TV station, especially in California, you have a lot of competition. And you were able to manage to branch out to other states.
Yeah.
How were you able to do that?
Well, actually, I started in the other states, and then we ended up in Southern California because of the work that we did in other states. So we started off really small, and then with the station in LA, Southern California, that allowed us to be a little bigger and really do some things. And but the competition is always there, no matter what you do. There's always somebody, who feel they're better than you, they're quicker than you, they have more money than you, they can do things faster than you, or they can pay better people to do different things than you. So there's always a lot of competition, but you just got to be able to stick to it, stay in the fight no matter what, and don't give up. And I'm one of those guys where I just don't give up.
Right.
I will outwork you.
Right.
I will work longer and harder than anybody I just do that.
Talking about the challenges that you have faced,
Sure.
What are the things that you have done to make you successful till this moment? Because I believe you started in 1996, right?
Wow, you really went back on it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Was it back in 96? 1996 seems like a long way.
Was a long time.
96, 2006, 2016. So I actually started when I was 16 years old.
Oh.
So I think that was a little bit even before 96. But, I just believe in what I'm doing. And I believe what I do is going to help the world. And I believe that people need a voice. And we at Punch TV Studios, we're trying to give people a voice. We're trying to say, here's an opportunity for you to have a voice. Here's an opportunity for you to tell your story. Here's an opportunity for you to let people know that you exist.
Right.
And that to me is just the most important thing. And I just stick to it. I don't quit.
You don't quit.
No.
I don't quit either. I'm gonna keep fighting. At the same time, just like my boss, I'm gonna keep fighting till I get it, till I get there.
Exactly.
Because everybody have mission in this life,
right.
And if you don't get to your mission, you can't stop.
No.
You have to continue.
You have to.
Yes. Yeah. So I believe you just finished selling stock to millions of people.
Well, thousands of people, but we raised millions of dollars.
Thousands of people, and then you raised millions of dollars. And, so tell us about that.
Yeah, well, the thing is that you got to have the money to expand your business.
Right.
If you're going to be in business, you got to have the money. Because, there are a lot of people that'll come, they'll help you for a little while, but most people, after a while, they're going to want to get paid. They're going to want to, have those kinds of things. So you got to get the money. And my way of getting the money was selling stock in our company. And even now, because we're planning to even be bigger, we're doing a huge stock offering for $500 million. We're raising all over the world at $5 a share, and so that we can compete in the market space that we're trying to compete in.
Right.
And the money really helps you be able to compete, and that's what we're, so you got to have the money. You just got to have it. Sometimes you can. So what I do is I use my own money to raise more money, and you just got to have it so you can compete. And we have we've done amazing things with the money from our investors' money. We built $1 million broadcast center in Southern California. We got a beautiful studio in California. We have offices in Houston. We have another office in Jacksonville, Florida. And so we are doing the things the right way to grow the company, and then our investors will be able to prosper with us, as the company grows.
Okay, I know we have viewers out on Facebook Live.
I see them. Is there typing stuff over there?
Yes,
okay, cool.
We have viewers, and some people know about stock.
Yeah.
Some people don't know.
Yeah.
Before now, I don't know anything about stock. I've heard about it,
right.
But I really don't even want to try it.
Sure.
So would you tell our viewers what is stock and how can stock work in order for them, just in case?
Sure.
Yeah.
So what people don't know by and large is that stock is the greatest way to create wealth in America, period. Even on a global basis, more people create more wealth in the stock market than they do in any other, including real estate, than any other business combined. And what happens is when you buy stock in a company, you become a part owner of that company. You become invested in that company by the amount of stock that you own in that company. Right. As an owner of that company, you now can participate in the growth of that company or in the decline of that company, depending on whether the company grows or declines. In our case, we have an amazing business plan. And I think our business plan is going to help us generate $1.3 billion in revenue every year within the next 5 years. Being able to have stock, you want to be a part of a company that's moving, and you want to get into a company early on.
Right.
Because a lot of times, like, is that a Samsung phone?
No, it's an LG.
That's an LG. Okay, so if you have a Samsung, so let's say if you bought a Samsung, stock in Samsung when Samsung first started, today Samsung stock is worth $2 million for one share. So if you would have bought Samsung when it was $20 a share, and that means if you'd had a $200 investment, that would have allowed you now to have over I don't know what, I don't know, $2 million a share. What, $200 million, $400 million from a small investment. So it's a people coming together, pooling their capital together, just to help make a company go. And that's the stock part in a nutshell. You know, do you believe in the company? Can the company make money? And if the company makes money, how will the stock price go?
Great. So is there any time you're looking to hold a seminar for people that might be interested, both here or abroad?
I mean, I would love to do that, actually. I would love to do more of that. I would love to talk and really educate people on finance and understanding finance. Because what happens is a lot of times in the urban space, we don't have mentors in finance. Like, we'll have people to teach us how to play football.
Right.
You have a coach for football, you have a coach for baseball, you have a coach for soccer, you have a coach for dance, and for everything. Even music, you have a coach, right? But in finance, most of us don't have coaches. So I would love to be the financial coach for people to help them discover their how to bring wealth into their life. I would love to be able to do that. Yes, absolutely love to do it.
And talking about that, how are you able to what strategy have you used to stay on top of this? I mean, talking about stock, how are you able to stay on top of it? Because there's difference between TV and stock.
It's a difference, but it's the same, right? Because I just believe in our business so much, and I believe our business is going to generate the revenue. And when we generate the revenue, the stock price is going to go high. It's just the way it is. Typically, that's what happens. You generate the money, the stock price goes high. If you don't make the money, the stock price goes low. But I think that we have a business plan that's going to allow us to generate the money. And so I expect we're going to have a very high stock price, and I'm excited about that. Really.
I am so excited too. I wish I had bought stock sometime last year.
Yeah.
But I wasn't able to. Because I really don't know much about it then, but now I know better, and I know that next time I'll buy into it.
You know, we have two companies now. Of course, our stock when we started first was $1 a share, and that was open to everybody. Now with this particular stock offering that we have, if you're in the international markets, if you're outside of the United States, you can buy our stock for $5 a share. But if you're in the United States, you buy our stock for $5 a share, but the minimum is $10,000 now. So you have to invest a minimum of $10,000. And typically the stock markets are designed mostly to keep the poor out, mostly, you know, those, and I'm not saying people are poor, but the working class guy, they want to cut you out mostly, unless you're in a 401k or something like that to that effect. But if you're in international markets outside of the United States, outside of Canada, you could invest in the company at $5 a share. And be part of what we're doing. It's just an amazing movement. Amazing, absolutely amazing.
Beautiful. So do you, being a successful TV owner, how were you able to give back to the community? Because it's very important. We have so many people that is in need, and I believe in giving back. How were you able to give back?
Well, what a lot of people don't know was I was homeless for a while when I was younger, and I have passion now for the homeless community to create those opportunities. And so We create a lot of new jobs for people. We create a lot of jobs for people. But just on a personal basis, I support a lot of battered women's shelters. I support a lot of shelters in the Los Angeles area. I work through an organization to support shelters because I just think that sometimes people just need a chance. Sometimes you just need an opportunity, and we try to create that opportunity for people. Hey, come, this is your shot. Television is a very tough business. So if you get an opportunity to get in and get your shot, you got to take advantage of that shot. And what I think, what a lot of people, when they come to Punch, they don't realize this is pro ball. You know, this is the pros. When you're in Punch, you're in pro. And so when you're in the pros, you got to take your shot. You got to leave it all on the field. You got to swing that bat. You know, you got to run for that touchdown every time you get the ball. You got to make that block every time the call is made. So those are the kinds of things that you think about. And so we try to create a lot of opportunities. We empower women in our company. We have women in management in our company. That to me is so important, you know, because of, you know, my mother was a janitor, you know, so and I know what that's like, and she remained a janitor until she passed away. But I always want to see women in powerful positions, you know, women in executive positions, women making the calls. Women are just like amazing.
Yeah, going back to Punch TV, I know you have expanded your business. You have branches all around the United States.
A few.
Okay, and I believe Houston is one of them.
Yes, that's
why you're here.
That's why you're here. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here.
We have another one in Beaumont, right?
Where?
Beaumont, Texas.
There's no office in Beaumont, Texas, but we have a TV station in Beaumont,
there.
Yeah.
Florida, Alabama,
yes,
and one more, Ohio. I believe.
No, Wichita, Kansas.
Oh, Kansas.
And Columbus, Ohio.
So you're doing beautiful, but my question is: do you have any plan, or by any chance, to branch out to African countries?
No, I see Punch TV Studios as a global company.
Okay.
And I want to do business and expand our company all over the world. I want people to be able to, I mean, we're launching a platform coming really soon, which is called Punch TV Live, and you'll be able to stream all of our programming on a video on demand platform all over the world. That to me, that's coming. That's really exciting on Punch TV Live. And then even our channel, you can watch it online all over the world. I want Punch TV to be a global player. I really do. I really do.
So would you be able to, I'm sorry.
And I love African programming. You know, I really, really do. It's just, so we're going to be reaching out and creating that type of programming for our network.
Okay, so if you have that opportunity to go to, let's say, Nigeria, for example,
yeah, sure.
And we have a company that want to partner with you, would you take advantage of that?
I think we have to take a look at every opportunity that lies for us all over the world. I certainly would take a partnership with that. Absolutely. I would certainly take a hard look at it and see if it plays into our strategy and see if we can come up with an economic model that makes sense.
Beautiful.
Absolutely.
Beautiful. In any way, I'm sorry asking you too many questions.
No, ask your questions. I love it. Yes. Okay, don't ask a question. No,
okay. In any way, what would you change about yourself, and what would you not change?
Me?
Yes.
What would I change about myself?
Yes.
I'm perfect. I love them.
And nobody is perfect.
I love everything about me.
Okay.
I really do. I don't know if there's anything that I would really change. I love my job. I love the people. I meet people all over the country. I talk to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I love traveling, which I do. I love just being out and being a part of the thing. From that point of view, I don't have anything that I would
You wouldn't want to change anything about yourself?
Not too much.
Not too much.
No, not too
and
much.
If I tell you that from now on, as a CEO, you're gonna have to dress like Nigerian man, would you?
It depends on the woman.
So
if it's a Nigerian woman saying, "I need you to dress like this, honey,"
I mean, A typical CEO from where I come from will probably would dress in agbada, like all those 3,000 kind of clothes. And I mean, you're very humble, and I like that about you. So, talking about that, if you have opportunity like today, would you branch out to another like Asian countries? If you have that, we talk about Africa. Now we're talking about other countries like
Asia,
Asians,
Indonesia. Absolutely. I actually have staff from our company that works in the Philippines. So we're already working on an international basis for the betterment and for the fulfillment of our company.
Right.
And again, we want to be a global player. I want to work with people all over the world. I have no problems with that.
Beautiful.
I really do. I want to have as many wonderful stories come to life through Punch TV Studios as we can make come to life. And I'm excited about that opportunity and to see the world open up and unfold like that.
Thank you. Thank you for coming. I'm going to ask you one more question before we go. Yeah. What are your thoughts towards people that want to produce? Because we have a lot of people that have one story or the other, and they live in Houston. They cannot come to California. What are your plans towards that?
I am planning in the next 6 months so that we can begin to open up the doors for filmmakers and for show producers here in the Houston market and really create some new products and programs that can come from Houston.
Content.
And we're planning to we're here in Houston, but we're planning to begin to open up our doors and begin to have conversations about how we can begin to produce a lot of independent movies in this community. Right. I think it's needed. I think that people want to tell their stories here.
Right.
I think there are wonderful stories here that I just can't wait till we can get our hands around and make come to life. Mm-hmm. And I think that Houston wants that, and I think Houston needs Punch. I think people in Houston should watch our channel in Punch, which is channel 21.6. 21.6. Watch Punch TV, tune it in right now, and if you don't have that, go online and watch Punch TV at punchtvstudios.com.
Right.
And I think that the Houston community, if you have family that are internationally, they should invest in our company. It's going to be wonderful.
Great. So that's it for today. I really appreciate you, Mr. Joseph Collins.
Thank you. I have fun.
It's my honor to have you here today. I mean, I never thought this day would come.
Nice.
And we're here today.
Yeah.
I really appreciate all our viewers watching us on Facebook Live. You're going to be seeing me a lot. I got a lot for you. I have a lot of people all over the United States, Nigeria. I'm talking about international. I really appreciate you for watching. You'll be getting a lot of information from all our social media platforms. Till next time, I remain your humble girl on TOS Today, Bookie Downsy. See you. 4, 5.